So the Edmonton Oilers are off to the NHL's Final Four after a 3-2 win over the Vancouver Canucks in Game 7, and this was a dominant performance for the Edmonton Oilers, and I know at times they have had some convincing performances in these playoffs, and I have more given the brunt of things to what the other team didn't do compared to what Edmonton did do. But I think you have to give full credit to the Edmonton Oilers for the dominant performance. They controlled about 55 minutes of this game by once again playing keep away with the puck from the Canucks. They didn't, until Vancouver got rolling there with a few minutes left to try to make that comeback, they didn't give Vancouver anything. They took the crowd out of it early, and they just controlled this game. And the big spot, I thought, was with 2 minutes to go, you see this Edmonton Oilers team just completely shut things down for Vancouver. And there was a little bit the Canucks didn't do. Like, I thought Miller just looked bagged and just couldn't get anything going with a couple minutes to go. Couldn't get the puck in deep, couldn't help out along the wall. He just couldn't do anything. But a lot of it was how good Edmonton was in their puck retrieval, in limiting the zone entries for the Vancouver Canucks, and in just absolutely putting a lid on whatever Vancouver wanted to do for those last 2 minutes. Once it got to 6-on-5, Edmonton put that shit on lockdown. And it was really, really impressive. And look, everyone stepped up for Edmonton in this game. You saw Connor McDavid was in complete control. I don't know if he came up with a point in this game, but he was playing everything like a marionette in this one and just completely ran things for his team. The depth guys stepping up. CeCe gets a goal. Nugent Hopkins gets a huge goal on the power play, and I do consider him a depth guy at this point. But even like McLeod was coming up with some big plays when they needed him to. This was a complete effort from the Edmonton Oilers. And then Stuart Skinner played well enough. He wasn't tested a lot, but when he was everything that Edmonton needed him to be. And that was, I thought, really impressive from the Edmonton Oilers in this game. And it's good because now they need the series of their life. And we'll get to Vancouver here in a second. But they were great in these last couple of games. They now need to be perfect because the Dallas Stars, you want to talk about like everyone contributing. The Dallas Stars, everybody's pulling on the rope in the same direction. It's one thing to play keep away from Cole and Hronek and Myers. There is no Cole, Hronek, and Myers on that Dallas Stars team. It's another when you have to face Heiskanen and Tanev and that deep D-core for Dallas. It is so difficult. And look, like they have so much talent on the offensive side. So if you're able to shut down this fantastic offensive team, and if you are able to penetrate this incredible defense, you still have to deal with one of the best goalies in the world in Jake Ottinger. It feels so daunting from an Edmonton standpoint to try to break through against these guys. And Edmonton fans are probably saying the same thing. Look, they have to deal with McDavid and Draisaitl and Hyman and Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, and then the D-core. Okay, but they have to deal with McDavid and Draisaitl, and then you have to get through Stuart Skip. Okay, but McDavid and I know I'm oversimplifying things. I'm taking shots, and it's unnecessary. But this is a different animal than the LA Kings. This is a different animal than the Vancouver Canucks. And I know I said going into the last series that Vancouver was a deeper team than Dallas. If Vancouver won this game, I'd be having this exact same segment instead of, well, it's one thing to beat CeCe and Nurse and Desharnais, but what about Heiskanen and all these guys? Like, I basically had the same segment planned regardless of who came through. Dallas is just that good. They have gone through the Knights and the Avalanche to get to this point. They are an incredible hockey team. So my prediction is Dallas in 5. I think the Stars wrap this one up and make their way to the Stanley Cup final.